You have made it happen. I mean, this was no easy feat.
I'm just grateful.
The press for Blake did get bad.
Every character's playlist is reputation. Reputation. Just reputation.
If somebody is seriously sexually harassed, you don't make fun of it. It's a serious issue.
Yeah. Oh, God.
This movie really took over our life for the past year and a half.
She was like a walking, talking contradiction.
I don't think people realize how involved she was in this movie. When she's a producer on the film, from the beginning to the end. She was extremely involved.
Rings also are like my comfort blanket.
I'd be fighting alongside them, but my calling is to one day host a podcast that monetizes the women's movement.
Uzi time, baby.
I feel loved and supported and grateful.
Things are not slowing down when it comes to Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively. And there's this video that's been floating around that I really want to talk about and react to. It's a recently resurfaced 2022 video. It's a 3-year-old interview, but it is going absolutely viral. And with this whole lawsuit not slowing down anytime soon, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni refuse mediation, no signs of settling lawsuit. And I honestly do not think that Justin Baldoni should settle this out of court. I think that this absolutely should go to court. The evidence and the public is on Justin Baldoni's side. A few things have happened since the last time I made a Blake Lively Justin Baldoni video, and I'll actually do another video with all of that stuff that's come out since then. But right now, I really want to focus in on this interview. This is a 3-year-old interview from the Forbes Women's Summit. And the reason this is going viral is because of what Blake Lively says in this particular interview. She is admitting that she wants full control over any project that she's on. Let's listen to what she says and compare it to the lawsuit that is currently going on.
It's just as important to say, okay, I believe in this, and that's why I'm standing up for it, and that's why I'm not being difficult. And then there are other moments to go like, am I the asshole in the room? Like, what is happening here? I would show up on a set. I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say.
And she would show up on a set, hired as an actress, and only as an actress, and do her job as an actress. But that is not enough for her, and she elaborates a little bit further here.
But I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character. And
it's interesting what she says right here, because this is everything that Justin Baldoni's side is accusing her of. They accused her of taking over the film It Ends With Us. And they didn't just accuse her of that. They have concrete evidence of that happening. She did take over the production. And if you've watched any of my previous videos regarding this, or, followed this even just a little bit, there's a ton of evidence that prove that Blake Lively embarked on a massive takeover of the film, essentially icing out its director, Justin Baldoni, as well as poisoning the cast against him and firing people who he hired to be on his film through manipulation, through threats, by utilizing her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and essentially just using her power and her husband's power in Hollywood to completely walk all over Justin Baldoni. But let's continue on and listen to Blake Lively.
And sometimes I had directors or producers or writers who would welcome that and invite that once they saw that I was able to offer that. And sometimes I would have people who really resented that because they were like, we just hired you to be an actor.
What's really funny about this is she is just hired to be an actor. You just hired to be an actor. You're going on set and you're doing that job. If you want to be a director, a producer, a writer, a costume designer, and an actor on a film, then find something that you're passionate about and create that. Don't take over someone else's project. And this was filmed 3 years ago. And I remember in text messages with Justin Baldoni, she does go into that. Those text messages are in the video where he leaves that 6-minute voice memo. If you want to watch that video, it's up here. But in that video, we go over the text messages that Blake Lively sent Justin Baldoni. She essentially, in those text messages, was guilting Justin Baldoni because he wasn't as thrilled or accepting of her rewrites of his script. And he had to send her a 6-minute voice memo apologizing and saying how excited he was about her rewrites, trying to work them into the film, while also letting her know that she didn't have to use Ryan Reynolds or Taylor Swift to convince him that her rewrites are worth putting in the film. And she basically guilt trips him by telling him that she's been a part of other projects where directors haven't been welcoming, and he ends up apologizing to her on their behalf. That's the type of person that Justin Baldoni is. Anyways, let's continue.
Yeah, when I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull.
It absolutely is a rug pull. If you're going in there really excited to be a part of this project as an actress and hide your ulterior motives of wanting to take over production or have more input, it absolutely is a rug pull, because these people aren't hiring you for all of these extra things. They are hiring you to be an actress. This is their project, not yours. If you want to feel fulfilled and have your own creative project, then find something for yourself. Don't take over someone else's film. And I find this to be hilarious that she said this 3 years ago. She admitted to this 3 years ago. This is what she does. She takes over production. She's difficult to work with. She's admitting this. While at the same time, she's trying to defend herself in the lawsuit. She doesn't do that. Justin Baldoni is lying in his lawsuit. There was no intention from Blake Lively to take over the film. Well, your client is kind of on camera admitting that that is absolutely what she does on practically every film that she goes on to be a part of.
Because you're like, you're trying to assert yourself into something that we didn't hire you to do. And so it was a really strange position to be in, because I felt like I don't want to just like be an actor. Like I want to have more authorship.
And good for her. I mean, if she wants to have more authorship, if just being an actress is unfulfilling to her and she wants to do more, great. It's great to be that ambitious. Just don't take over someone else's project. And I think that she 100% saw Justin Baldoni as someone who she could walk all over, right? Because the man is a male feminist. He puts women's feelings first. He was very careful to really walk on eggshells around her. And I think that she saw that and took advantage of that in order to wrestle the rights for It Ends With Us and its sequel away from Justin Baldoni. But Justin Baldoni refused to give her the rights to the movies. Blake Lively basically poisoned everybody on the cast. Colleen Hoover, they poisoned everyone against Justin Baldoni. Colleen Hoover was arm in arm with Blake Lively on the red carpet, doing cast interviews, doing interviews with just her and Blake Lively. They were basically besties throughout this whole promotion of It Ends With Us. So Colleen Hoover had basically chosen a side, and that side was not with Justin Baldoni. All they needed to do was get the rights to the books back from Justin Baldoni. And these books are a perfect passion project for Blake Lively. This would set her up in Hollywood as a main player, producer, director, actress, whatever she wanted to do. She would use these books as her springboard to really cement herself as more than Ryan Reynolds' wife. And this video is proof of that. This video is proof that she does go into productions pretending that she just wants to be hired on as an actress when she secretly wants to take over and have more control in this project than she was initially hired to have. Dell writes, she admits she doesn't like showing up as an actor. She wants full control over a project, even when it's not hers. That's not passion. That's ego, privilege, and narcissism.
Am I the asshole in the room? Like, what is happening here?
If Blake Lively wants to run everything, maybe she should write, direct, and produce her own movies instead of trying to steal Justin Baldoni's work and everyone else's. And that is 100% true. If she wants to have projects, she needs to come up with it on her own. But I think that in the case of Blake Lively, it's just easier to like someone else's project and take over that project. The only thing that this proves, the only thing that this shows is that Blake Lively just isn't as talented as she thinks she is. She's not talented enough or creative enough to come up with her own projects. She has to hijack other people's projects. She steals the creativity from other people and takes credit for it. And that is despicable. Justin Baldoni had the passion for this project. He did the legwork on this project. He had a vision, and Blake Lively came in, decided she wanted it without doing the legwork, without doing all of the hard work, decided, I want this. All of this is of her own making. I sincerely hope that this plays out in court. I hope that Justin Baldoni does not settle, because the people really need to see exactly what kind of narcissists and horrible people Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Make sure to leave a like and let me know what you guys think in those comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.